Hey everybody, we've got two C5 steering racks torn apart here. It was a little rough because they're very complicated to cut apart. They don't really come out apart easy. So both of these have failed. One was leaking severely out the boot and the other one was leaking severely out the boot. There's only a few seals here, and as you can see, this rack, this is how it all kind of went together here, ish. You can see how this guy is. There we go. Here's the seal. This is one of the end seals. You can see in there, that's all it is. It's got a little looks like a guide, Teflon or a Delrin guide. You can see there's a seal from that side. That's it. There's a seal there on that side of the piston. There's another seal over here on that side of the piston. And the other seal is in here where the valve body goes. You can kind of see it in there. There it is right there. And then this O-ring here that holds the valve body in. So that's it. There's three seals. Looking back here at the rack, we've got piston is in here, right? We've got a seal here, seal here, seal here, seal here, right? This is the yoke adjuster. You can see it's got oilite bronze bushing. It actually goes in there, right? And that gives the keeps it from flexing, because we've got a guide over here and a somewhat of a guide over here, but still not ideal. This is the spool valve, also known as the valve body. This is what determines the pressure feed, left or right. This is actually independent of this, and you can actually put this in a vise and turn this one direction. With that locked in, you'll actually see the metering valve inside move, which is pretty neat. So yeah, so you can have a boot failure or a seal failure, right? And it may not be the main rack seal. It could be the actual valve body seal on the inside there. And that's also, you'll notice that this one's actually got wires in it, and that's actually inboard there of the seal. And so, you know, guys have wires leaking and they epoxy them and everything seems to get better, at least for a little while. This one, I believe, no, I haven't epoxied that one either. But anyway, that's pretty much it. This rivet here, you'll see this rivet and everybody's like, oh, you know, it can't come apart. Well, that's just a rivet in there. Barely goes in there. I didn't know that when I cut it apart, but still interesting. So yeah, that's the anatomy of the rack. Pretty pain in the butt. Also pretty simple. I'm sure that there's a solution for it down the road. Unfortunately, I haven't dug in far enough because there hasn't been a need yet, but we're getting pretty close. So anyway, if you'd like some pictures or whatever, I can take some, but yeah, here's a couple racks cut apart.